Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go ahead and update Bitcoin. And I was kind of waiting for it to get done. It might take it a bit. It could hang out there for a little while, guys. But at the end of the day, even if Bitcoin finishes right there, and you can't eliminate that possibility, okay, guys? You cannot eliminate that possibility of 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it did a minor fifth wave, okay? I'm really waiting for Bitcoin. You see this trend right here? Break out of that and then break this one right here. I'm not counting the wicks, guys. Usually you don't want to count the wicks too much. It broke all that previous highs and everything, and you do have a massive amount of bearish divergence. You want to keep that in the back of your mind. And the bears are going to try to psych you out once again that it's going to be doing that, okay? But you do have a 5-wave move there. You can't eliminate that this whole thing is an ABC. Okay, you can't limit it. So A, B, and then a C. That's a possibility. So either way, depending on what's going to end, where this is going to end up, it's got in this daily on the longer time frames, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, and things like that. It does have room to run, guys. In the you can see in the stochastic and the RSI, so it has room to. So as an example, let's say that that's a first wave. Just as an example, I'm not saying that it is. Just as an example, you could say it's a first wave, right? It could come back down all the way back and break that and go up into a third wave and come back down again and go and do a fifth wave. Okay, guys, it can do that. We just don't know yet. But as an example, let's just say that this is done. You want to see a nice solid 3-wave swing back over here into this area, and then that could be a 1-2. Okay, so just want to give you guys that heads up. I'm just waiting for it. If it breaks, what is it? It looks like it's working on it right now. What is that? 24,400 or something like that. That would be 24,370. Yeah, 24,400 with candle bodies. You want to see candle bodies above there. Okay. Don't count the wicks, guys. All right. I know people are going to go with the wick, and that's a possibility, but I usually don't go with the wick, guys. Usually I don't. I want to see the actual candle bodies above other candle bodies, not wicks. Okay, wicks can misleading. They screwed me before, but this is definitely an impulsive move right here, guys. So, and the other reason I'm going to let you guys give a heads up that it could be done in that area is just because probably right in this area was the first wave. I think this was a flat right here. And if you take that, if that was the first wave, let's just take that area right about there and you move it up to here, you can see it's right now right about the same size as that. Well, it's just beyond the same size as that wave right there. It can go up to 1.618, and that it can be a lot longer actually, guys, than that wave too. So everything looks good so far. So you got that, you have that done 5. So you've eliminated a lot of other probabilities with Bitcoin, what it's doing. You just haven't eliminated this one. This is going to go around the internet quite a bit, and you really can't eliminate it. But if it is this move, guys, if it's an AB and it's going up for a C, this move will be very strong either way, in my opinion. I don't think it would even be done yet. I would expect a 2.618 move off of this whole big, massive, up to at least about 30K. Up to there, guys, maybe even higher. You could see numbers as high as 37 and beyond that possibly on a flat of that nature. That's a massive flat. The other thing is too that I don't like about it is the fact that if that is a flat, okay, a 3-wave, and it's going up for this, then you have this 3-wave and then this 3-wave, and then it's going back down over there. That's what I don't like about it. That's putting Bitcoin, that's a super bear, in my opinion. I just think that the environment, the crypto environment has been created in such a way to create a serious FOMO wave. And if it breaks those levels and does a decent correction, if this wave isn't done yet, the next wave is going to be extremely strong, probably even more so in Ethereum, in my opinion. Just because of the environment that was being created that technically I was talking about in 2022, because nobody's going to believe it. They're not going to go in because interest rates are going up. They're just not going to believe it. And also too is all the other people that were out on the internet and Twitter and YouTube telling other followers that it's just a bear market bounce. So they're sweating now big time. And if it has a nice correction, over here, guys, okay. If say that's done, I'm not saying that it's done. It could be. If there's a nice correction over here, and I would imagine if this is a wave 1-2, it would come back over to this trend line, something like that, or it could stop in that area. It just depends. However bullish Bitcoin is going to be, it's going to be shallower the correction, the better. It could go all the way back down there too. That this wave will be a pretty good FOMO wave, guys, in my opinion. So, and then also for Ethereum, the same thing. I'll go over Ethereum real quick. I like to see Bitcoin get up a little bit higher, but it's gone up quite a bit today. Ethereum, and checking it out, is that without the candle bodies, it just barely broke the high. I would expect Ethereum to get up a little bit higher, and it might not be done yet. Here's a third wave for Ethereum back down in that wave, and then here's this section of that wave. And Ethereum it might just, sometimes the alts will move a little bit later, but let's take that whole wave and see if it's made that wavelength. Ethereum hasn't reached it yet. So you can see if I put it on there, usually go about 1-to-1 at least, so 1764. So it might pop up there. And that would be right on that trend line. So there's a couple things that you're gonna have to be concerned with. Obviously, you're gonna hear like this trend line right here, I'll get right there. And that very well could be 4, and then it could do a massive correction over there, guys. So be aware of that, okay? And then with Bitcoin is going to be this trend line, that trend line that's up against, it looks like it broke out of it a little bit, and then this one too. So right wedged in that area, so for a correction over here. So just going to have to see what the correction is going to be like. I don't think it's going to be dumping down to these numbers all these other people are claiming, guys. I just don't think so. And then the DXY, going over that, I think the DXY is in a corrective move. The markets, the DXY is going up, okay? However, it's in a bearish sequence. So more than likely, whenever it's done, it's going to continue on its trend, and the markets know that, okay? I was trying to explain that before. So when it's in a bullish trend and it corrects, or it goes into a correction, you might see the markets go up or react a little bit different, but now you're seeing them react over here in such a way where it's going up and they're not dumping as much, okay? More than likely, because the markets, know that this whole section here on the DXY is in a corrective move. And you can see the massive amount of bearish divergence that the DXY is creating. If this is not the continuation of a trend over here, could it go up higher? Definitely 105, 106, maybe even as high as 107. But more than likely, it's going to be down, and this is correcting this leg over here, and then it's going to swing back down again. It's what I'm suspecting with the DXY, if it's not getting near being done already, guys. So, and then, excuse me, and then the other section of the, let me see, GBTC, the GBTC really rocketed out of there. And I was putting in videos on that it could have finished this correction. And GBTC could be, it's either going into a C wave or a third wave, guys, which is good for Bitcoin. And then looking at the other stocks, you can see what Coinbase did again. It could have finished this correction there, and then it could be off in either to a C wave or a third wave. And if these assets are going into third waves, guys, MicroStrategy looks like it broke the high. It could have finished this correction there. It could be going into either A wave, C wave, or maybe it finished off a fifth wave. Don't know yet. You got a bunch of bearish divergence right there with MicroStrategy. So that might be telling us that maybe Bitcoin just finished off a little fifth wave right there too. So you want to be careful of that right now in that section. So CleanSpark, the miners, it's going to be, let's see, third, fourth. They could be pulling off a fifth wave too. Mara, checking it out. It could have been, that one went so deep that this could be going into another wave. So everything looks pretty good. It looks pretty decent to me. There's still some areas it needs to get through, break through. You can't say you're 100% out of the woods yet technically with Bitcoin. You want to see it go up into a wave, have that 5-wave impulse, and then do a 3-way swing back. And that definitely will be a buy. So for Bitcoin, this will be like say you want to be doing a long-term swing trade with Bitcoin in this area 5 and then a 3-wave swing back, that's like a hardcore. That's like a 3-wave swing back. Let's say it's done right there. I'm not saying it's done yet, okay? I'm just saying as an example, you have a nice 3-wave swing pullback wherever it goes, and that's the serious buy, guys. That will be going into a 3rd wave. And then Ethereum itself, I'm looking at the Ethereum chart, this ETH BTC chart, and this is coming down, just like I said, in this area, guys, that it did a flat right there. It's coming down, and it's going to have some bullish divergence in this area with Ethereum, and then you have that, and you could have potentially, let me undo that again, this area right here, possibly down wherever it's going to land, and this could be going into a wave, which makes Ethereum is going to be a lot more bullish than Bitcoin, guys. So here's the deal with Ethereum. Let's go over real quick, okay? It could have pulled off this 5-wave move. So you have with Ethereum right here, you got 1, 2 plus 3, maybe a 4. That's a wimpy 5. I'd expect to at least get up to there. And then you have a 3-wave pullback potentially, wherever that's going to be. And then whole thing here with Ethereum is that, now you have a strong 1, 2, and then this will be the 3rd wave. And then over here with Ethereum, you have potentially 1, 2 going into that 3rd wave. So you're looking at a 3 of a 3 of a 3. Now, the overall deal with it, we're not 100% sure what it is doing, okay? Here's the argument. Ethereum came down and made a 2nd wave. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2nd wave, and it's into a new sequence. You can't rule out this was a 3rd wave extension. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's going up for 5, guys. And in my opinion, the reason you can't rule that out is because of the environment that we're in. And if this is a FOMO wave, this could be a FOMO 5th wave up to that box, guys. It really could with Ethereum. So like I said, we're not out of the woods yet, but so far so good with Ethereum right here, in this area. So let me check the daily, what it's looking like on the stochastics on the daily are down pretty low and on Ethereum. So Ethereum has a lot of room to go, guys, in this RSI and down here in the daily Stokes. So, this is almost like a 1, 2 with Ethereum right here, but I don't want to get that bullish yet until I see what Ethereum's going to do. But so far so good. Everything looks really good. Bitcoin is really trying to work on busting out of this one trend right here, and then working on that 24. What was it, about 2,400 or something like that? And if it can get up above there, it's pretty much probably going to be game on with Ethereum or with Bitcoin, even if it gets above there and that's it. And then the 3-wave pullback. And then, for 2023, boom. And then with Ethereum goes according to my plan over there with that. Then, with Ethereum over here, 3-wave pullback, boom. And then, with the rest of these alts, you are going to make a ton of money. Some of these are going to fly, guys, if Ethereum is making that move in that wave sequence. Coins like, even Hex, guys. Hex is going up to my box. Some guys really like this coin. I said 6 cents. You can see Hex might be in some sort of corrective wave sequence, but on the daily, you see how low this stochastic RSI is. The momentum's way down there. So Hex is going to make that thrust probably up to 6 cents. That'll be the trade right there. You can exit, and then a 3-wave swing pullback, and then boom, going into a 3rd wave. Potentially. No guarantees. And then the other one I was going over to show you guys is UFO Gaming right here into its wave sequence that did 1, 2, 1, 2, and then it's going into a 3, 3 over there, which is what? The smoke show, guys. The smoke show, okay? Let me see other coins right here. Just going through some other coins real quick. Metis is same thing. I was looking at Metis. Metis is making, I think, a ABC pattern, but you never know with an asset like this. Look what it did in the daily. It took everything out down there to its 2nd wave. It could be done. It might be a slow start, but don't be surprised if Metis is up here making, a 5, 3, and then a 5 back over here. Something like that, guys. It's not ripping. It's not ripping like it's in a impulsive move. It's moving like it's in a corrective move. So what's the other coins? You guys are Alluvium ripped today pretty good. It looks like what, 15%, basically, almost 15%. 1, 2. Looks like Alluvium's trying to rip off a fifth wave, guys. Yeah, probably trying to rip off a fifth wave. If not, it's 5, 3, and then a 5, and then it ended somewhere in this area and come swing back around. So with Alluvium, guys, but that's a pretty good move. That's a pretty good move in that area, in my opinion, for Alluvium. I was talking about Gala earlier, and Gala is, Gala could have another swing back around, guys, but that's why I picked it up at 0.041 cents, because you just don't know. One of these guys right here can leave you behind real quick, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's coming back around that way, guys. Okay. Same thing with Phantom. Phantom did a good job of correcting that whole cycle right there, but don't be surprised if it comes swings back around. Ethereum still looking good. Bitcoin, Bitcoin is just playing games right there at that level, right at that level on the candle bodies right there, guys. Okay, so you can't rule out, now you've ruled out a lot of things since it broke that high right there. At first, if it was in this area, you'd have a serious argument for a 5-wave move here. It's swinging up for a 2 and then a crash. But the only crash now that could be possible is if this is the ABC to here, and then there's that crash. That's a possibility, but I don't think that's going to be it, guys. And then a wave 2 back this way, finish, and then a wave 2 over here, which to me would be a good signal to let you know up in 5, back in 3 on that scale. That would be massive, guys. Just looking at, like, let's say it does a 50% wave 2 correction from there, come down 50% area, something like that. Now you're starting to talk about a $38,000 Bitcoin, near 40K Bitcoin on that third wave, guys. So Bitcoin is pushing up, not 24.3. 24,400. Candle bodies above 24,400. Okay, above these areas, up on top of this, like this. Boom, and then it goes right there. Okay, that's what I would check out with Bitcoin. If it can do that, it's game on, guys. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor. Drop a like. Hit the subscribe button. Peace.